Hello, everybody. It is Pat with the Angel Divination and Empowering by Design YouTube channels. And this is our reading for Saturday, the 1st of January, the 5th of January, I'm so sorry, 2013. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're going to be having a lovely weekend. So where it is Saturday, and that's always Fairy Day, I'm going to be calling on the magical fairies for today. And I'm also going to give a shout out to the goddesses. I felt drawn to them. I meant to do them yesterday. I really had wanted to get back to the readings more this week, and stuff keeps getting in the way of it. So I'm hoping it was just divine timing, and getting back to it today so that, well, get back to doing it. So let's see what the message is for the fairies, for all of you for today. What do they wish us to know? What is their message for us today? Ooh. Okay. This says vegetarian. And it says, a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. So I feel like this message goes out to people who have endeavored upon, maybe some new eating plans for the new year. I mean, it's often a New Year's resolution for people to lose weight. Or to eat in a more healthful way for them. And you may have embarked upon to try out a new plan for yourself. And if you have, this is confirmation for you that yes, this new way of eating is going to give you the energy, the better health that you are desiring and hoping for yourself. So stick to it, and yeah, it's going to, well, actually, whenever you clean up your diet, and there are many, eating plans or ways of eating out there that work. This one, and this card suggests vegetarian, which, is more about eating your greens and eliminating animal products from your diet. But there are many eating plans out there that work and do give you lots of energy. So, but this is also a reminder too that as to stay a little bit away from, as much as you can, the processed foods, because the more fresh, organic, and the more fresh and organic and whole the food is, the more energy it has to pass on to you, and the more energy it will give you because it's a live food. So, and I also feel for some people that there is more of that coming in for you. Maybe up until now, you may not have had a good place or a good source or something along those lines. But to me, as I look at it today, it's letting you know that there is going to be a new and better and maybe more a good source for you to get the organic vegetables and things you've been desiring to get. That's more reasonable for you. Okay. All right. So those are the messages I get from that card initially. Let's see what the goddesses want to let us know. Call on these lovely and beautiful goddesses for the message for the YouTube community. All right, so this is a card that just fell out of the deck, and it's the Butterfly Maiden. I love this card. It's got all the lovely colors in it and the beautiful butterflies. It says, you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. And I all I can say when I look at that card is, yeah, ain't that the truth? I speak personally when I say that because I am going through enormous change right now. But this has to do with the transformation that of energies that, and the new, I don't want to say resolutions, but the new inner decisions that people are making about how they want to transform their life. I mean, it is literally about transformation, and I feel like it's we've been talking a lot about the shift of energies that took place, and that we are in the process of, have been in the midst of. And I feel like the Butterfly Maiden's coming in here letting us know that this is truly a transformational year for a lot of people. And it's only just at the beginning of it, but at the beginning of any transformation, there is a lot of change that we undergo. And it can feel kind of like the images are in this picture. It's got the butterflies flitting around everywhere. Um, I want to say it can even seem a little bit like that in the beginning, where there's, you can see you know, the butterflies are almost like symbolic of, ideas or possibilities, or, and you can see it flying all around you. You can see the possibilities that are there. And maybe you can even see the beginnings of transformation taking place, like these little butterflies symbolically. And, you know, I think someone once said, we all get butterflies in our stomach when we do something new. The trick is to get them to fly in formation. So, with this card, though, part of the message is to really, I'm going to read a little bit from the book because there's a little bit more to it. And I think it has to do with having patience with the process. And there goes my train, emphasizing what I'm saying. So I'll just pause a minute because that is really loud. And yeah, it's part of the message is that to bring in your desired newness, you must first allow old parts of your life to fall away. Okay? And that can seem a little disconcerting at times. That comfortable old shoe or that comfortable old pair of jeans, that's what the old ways are like to us sometimes. Even though we might be tired of them because they're ripped or torn, maybe don't quite fit right, even though we say sometimes that we want to, let go of old things, it isn't always easy because, we've grown comfort in them. We've grown comfortable in them. But we have to let those things go in order for something new, better fitting, that looks nicer to replace it. I'm using a clothes as a metaphor, but it can be like that in several situations in our life. It can be as the old things fall away, it can start to look very daunting and bring up a lot of fear in us. So, but what she says in this, for this card, is celebrate these changes. Don't be afraid of them. Give thanks for the shedding of the old. So, and, embrace the lessons that it's brought to you. So, it says, be giddy with excitement at the newness of the gifts that are now being bestowed upon you, and let their magic surprise and delight you. So with regard to the vegetarian card, you may have embarked on a new eating plan, and maybe it's a little, in the beginning, like, oh, how am I going to make this work? How's this all going to work out for me? And how am I going to work it into my life and make this kind of a life change? And the Butterfly Maiden is reassuring us that, yeah, this is really going to be a wonderful transformation for you. But just be willing to let the old fall away. It's okay. And, call upon the goddesses and the angels and the fairies for help with all of that. So those are the messages I get from these cards today. I also get there's a great deal of newness for many of us out there. A lot of new things coming in, and that's coming from the shedding of the old. So as we let go of that, we're making room for a lot of newness. And I feel like this too also has to do with many of you may be working at clearing out your space. I know I have been. And that's oftentimes a thing that we do at the beginning of the year. We clear out the old ideas, old ways of being, just old junk in the form of clutter. And that also allows newness to come in. But have faith, because I feel like the Butterfly Maiden showing up today, she's letting you know that there's a transformational process at work, okay? And no matter what's going on for you right now, keep moving forward, keep, staying positive and replacing, kind of negative thoughts with positive ones. And continue to move forward with your new endeavors, because there is truly a transformational process at work. So you just have to keep going, and you'll be amazed. And very surprised and very delighted at the changes that happen, the transformation that happens. So um, those are our messages for today. I hope you have a lovely Saturday, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Take care, everyone.